Maheen, you have been working for young women in the trade. And when we say trade, sometimes folks feel like it's legitimate. Like you've been working for girls who have been enslaved by people who are buying and selling them, and they're still being locked up. Even in places where they're not supposed to, like Alameda County, right? Not supposed to be locking up and charging young women for being raped on the streets, but we are. What does safety look like for young women that everyone, for whatever reason, the women people are disgusted by? The disgust, the vengeance for the young 15-year-old girl, for whatever reason, who was flagging down for a date. Many of us, even in our work, she is not allowed in our organizations.
Right.
She is not allowed to go back out on the blade. She is not allowed to get her ass beat again. She is not allowed to relapse and use meth or cocaine or whatever to escape the last rape, the 15 sometimes in a night. What does safety look like for her? I know this work very well, but I'm not in it anymore. What does it look like?
It's a hard question to answer. I know what safety doesn't look like, you know? I think the first thing is, I thought of 3.5 things, so that's what I'm going to share. It's loud. So there was a long walk home last night, the beautiful portrait series that they did. There was a young woman who was holding a painting that she did, and it had tape over the girl's mouth in the painting, and it said, "I am not heard." And for me, safety for survivors of the commercial sex trade, and I'm just going to say of any age, looks like being loud,
That's
looks
right.
like calling it what it is, looks like invoking Racy Taylor and saying that white men have been buying black girls for a very long time and calling them prostitutes in order to be treated with impunity.
Yes.
And that's, safety looks like being able to name that, to hear that, to create spaces where, I mean, if you think to the Bible, the prostitute, and how the prostitute was viewed in society, how do we get to a point where that girl just gets to be a girl, gets to have a child, gets to make mistakes? So safety looks like the freedom to be, the freedom to own back your body that has been taken away and controlled, if not by other people, then by institutions. And it looks like truth. It looks like being able to be all of the things